Yeah, I've made the bold decision to drive without a mask today. I hope that doesn't offend too many people. I spoke to multiple doctors. They all signed off. I like that people have told me, they go, well, I'm going to put the mask on like when I get out, so why take it off while I'm driving? Great. Being sick is the worst, though. I was going to work a week in Indianapolis. I was getting sick. It's one of those things where, like, Monday, you're like, I'm sick. Tuesday, I'm worse, and I'm going to leave Wednesday. And I go to the doctor, and I see my doctor, Dr. Dick. He's like, oh, God, you look terrible. And he's examining me, looking at my sinuses and stuff. And he goes, so what are you going to do now or something? I was like, well, I gotta get ready because I got to fly out tomorrow. He goes, what are you talking about? You can't get on a plane. You have a serious ear infection in your left ear. You go on a plane, it could be really bad. And I was like, well, tell me what I need to take. I'm not canceling my week of work. He goes, okay. He gives me some steroid shot. And I go, is there anything I can do, to deal with that flight? Because he said, the pressure is going to really build, especially with this ear infection. It's going to be terrible. And he goes, there is something you can do. And I go, what? And he goes, well, it's in your left ear. So you'll want to get the left window seat. And I go, why? And he goes, well, that way, when your eardrum ruptures, it'll go all over the window. And I'm like, what? And I got on that plane, and I swear to you, takeoff and landing, I had near panic attacks. I would feel that pressure build, and I would I'm chewing gum, blowing my ears, like, oh my God. So it was a total panic thing. I get there, so there's 15 people at the show. I definitely called a woman a cunt in the crowd. She left. And she complained. But it's just the dumbest fucking thing to not prioritize, your health. Last tour, I did my whole Canadian run so fucking sick. I was getting IVs. I don't think the IV thing fucking works. Like, that became a thing in the last year. Everyone's like, oh, you're getting sick? Get an IV. First time I heard it, it sounded like shit from the future. The most sick I've ever been actually led to me not doing the show. I went to a juicing chain. Probably shouldn't say their name so they don't sue me. I go there the night before my flights. And I had a flight LA to Minneapolis to Virginia Beach. So I have this juice. I was about to board the flight, and I think I feel kind of nauseous. It felt like it was in a movie where the moment door shut and we're starting to taxi, I was like, oh man, I feel sick. And for the entire flight from LA to Minneapolis, I would get up, go to the bathroom, vomit, like violently vomit, diarrhea, go sit down, sit there, just sweat, pouring sweat. It is 3 hours and 20 minutes of vomiting, shitting, and of course I see everything from the juice. I cannot get on another plane right now. I have to stay in Minneapolis. Then I tell my agent, and it's so weird, right? Because I've never had a condition like this. And when you tell people, they're like, oh, really? Like, what are you supposed to, no, I'm making it up. So he tells the club, of course the club's like, you gotta be shitting me. Then people at the club text me like, so you're sick? Or you're not feeling well? And they're like, do you wanna try coming tomorrow? I'm like, no, I don't wanna try coming tomorrow. I'm totally wrecked right now. When you're sick, even the most minute, task feels like so much. I just want to get to that hotel, lay down, and vomit in a hotel room, So I go to the taxi stand. The guy comes up, and I get in, get my stuff in. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, where are you going? And I tell him, and he's like, what? I go, it's this hotel. It's like, it's like a mile away. And he goes, yeah, man, I don't really want this fare. we wait in line for these fairs, man. Like, I want to take somebody far. And I'm like, what do you want me to do, man? I'm sick. I start telling him the story. Take me to the fucking hotel. That's the arrangement with taxi driver and customer. Sorry to inconvenience you with my norovirus. I'm sorry I didn't go far enough. When I finally fell asleep that night, I probably slept like 15 hours. Flew back, and that club still gave me shit like 2 years later. They're like, you sure you're gonna make it this week? You fucking dick.